This just in. If 2025 felt like trying to nail jelly to a wall, you weren't alone. Marketing moved fast, budgets shrank in real terms, and channels that once printed money started acting their age. If you're a small business owner staring at your 2026 plan thinking, surely there's a better way, then yes, there is. And no, it doesn't involve dancing on TikTok unless that's already your thing. This roundup pulls together new survey data from over 300 small businesses, ROI comparisons, and actual strategies that real businesses are using to grow without wasting time or money. The goal is to show you what's working now without fluff and without you needing a 12-person marketing team to pull it off. So here's what 300 plus small business owners have said. Local IQ's 2026 Small Business Marketing Report has asked owners how they're spending, what's working, and what's keeping them up at night. Most said the same thing. They're cautious, not clueless. Only 8% are cutting marketing budgets in 2026. That's down from 16% last year. 40% are increasing spend, and the rest are holding steady. But here's the punchline. Over half are still working with less than $1,000 per month, and half don't have a single dedicated marketing person. Translation? Every rand, dollar, or pound needs to carry its own weight. With inflation, inconsistent consumer spending, and the general feeling that the economic weather forecast is stuck on foggy, business owners are leaning into what works fast. That means measurable returns, not branding exercises that might pay off someday. That brings us to what they're using versus what works. The most used marketing channel this year was unpaid social media at 66%, followed by social media ads at 56%, then SEO and email marketing, which was 53% each, and Google ads comes in at the bottom at 45%. But when asked what actually delivers results, the list changed. At the top, we have video marketing, followed by reputation management, then Google ads, SEO, content marketing, and email. Social media dropped like a stone. Despite being everyone's default move, it's rarely the most effective, at least on its own. Video, on the other hand, climbed to the top in both satisfaction and planned investment. If you've been thinking about video but worried it's too late or too crowded, 2026 says otherwise. And referrals are still king, but you can't scale them alone. 83% of business owners say word of mouth is still their best source of leads. It's up 18 percentage points from last year. If your business has under 10 employees, that jumps to 87%. There's a catch though. Referrals are great, but they're also passive. You can't control when someone refers you or how often, which is why smart businesses back up word of mouth with online visibility and consistent communication. Think Google, email, and retargeting. Channels that keep you present when your past client says you should talk to your business. What also came from this study is that the single channel shortcut is dead. It used to be that you could build a business on Facebook alone or rank on Google with a few blog posts. Not anymore. Every platform has tightened reach, raised prices, or both. Customers also don't convert on the first click or the second. Research says it takes 7 or more touch points before someone buys. If all your touch points live on one platform, you're asking too much of one tool. Spread across 3 types. Awareness, like social media, TV, or sponsorships. Then capture with Google Ads or local SEO. And then nurture with email retargeting. Cover all 3 and you're building a system. Miss one and you're leaking leads. Local SEO work still pays off. It remains the highest return on investment for brick and mortar and service area businesses. A complete Google business profile, regularly updated with posts, photos, and reviews, acts like a modern day Yellow Pages ad that actually gets read. So do the basics. Respond to reviews, add fresh photos weekly, and post updates. Collect reviews every month and make sure your service area is accurate. This is not glamorous work, but it is reliable. Then there's email, which is still the return on investment champ. Email marketing keeps its crown in 2026. You don't need a fancy design or clever wordplay. You just need relevance, consistency, and permission. Send useful stuff, how-to guides, local tips, and behind-the-scenes updates, along with occasional offers. Automated workflows based on real behavior, like following up after someone browses your site, outperform generic blasts by a wide margin. And modern tools make this doable even with small lists and smaller budgets. That brings us to paid search, which works fast but also burns fast. Google ads still bring in high intent traffic, but only if you know what you're doing. It's easy to burn through your budget targeting the wrong people. So start with long tail keywords, use negative keywords, and track actual leads, not just clicks. And then pause what isn't working. Google won't do that for you, despite its kind encouragement to spend more. And lastly, we have social media, which you need to keep in context because yes, you still need it, but no, it won't save your business. Social should support your brand, not carry it. Use it for customer engagement, content sharing, and community visibility, but don't rely on it for predictable leads. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, great. Post consistently, reply to comments, and experiment with short form video. But skip the pressure to go viral. That game's rigged. And finally, the top contender, video marketing. This is not optional anymore. Video tops the satisfaction chart for a reason. It converts, it builds trust, and it doesn't need to be fancy. In fact, smartphone footage of you or your team answering FAQs, showing how something works, or talking about customer wins often outperforms studio-grade productions. Short-form platforms like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts still offer the rare gift of organic reach, so use them while you can. But the bottom line is to pick what works and ditch what doesn't. There is no one-size-fits-all plan. But the data shows a few common truths. Local SEO and email still bring home the bacon. Video works across industries. Paid ads work if you track properly, and social media works best as a support act, not the lead. Referrals still matter, but they're not a strategy. Your job this year isn't to do everything. It's to do a few things really well and keep showing up where your customers are. And while you're at it, get my 5-minute marketing fix to make sure your message is clear before you spend a cent. You can download it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What's the one marketing activity you swear by, even if it's boring? I'll go first. I still recommend responding to every Google review, even the awkward ones. The return on investment is slow but steady. Okay, your turn. What's your boring but effective marketing habits? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.